Hello everyone, welcome back to Through the Visuals. I haven't posted a video in a long time, so now I'm going to be posting a very nice video today. This is the tutorial to one of my newer jets called Frostbite, and it is designed by Alex from the YouTube channel Used Alex. It's called Frostbite. It is a very good airplane. It has a cockpit, a color change cockpit if you're using double-sided paper. It has an air intake. It has two afterburners if you can see them on camera. And also, I've used, like, this paper is really big. I cut out a square from A2 paper, which is really big. This is also folded from the same exact paper, A2 paper, which is really big. And if you're using a cutout sheet from A3, then it will be this small, and A4 it will be half the size. So now I'm going to be teaching you how to fold this. Now before I start, I would love if you all would just like and subscribe and leave a comment down below so that I can keep making more videos like this. Anyway, you start with the color side up. Color side up, you fold it in half in a triangle, and then you flip it over. I already made these creases to make them more accurate. Fold it like this again. Now what you have to do, flip it over and keep this same crease. Now you're gonna make the base of the airplane. Hold on. Great. Okay, so now you're going to take this flap here, squash fold. And if it's uneven from here, you can always just fix it by just placing it down and re-creasing. It's that easy. And then you just flip it over. Now it's really important that you take your time in these steps because precision is of utmost importance in these steps. If you don't do this well now, then the rest of your jets will be very wonky and it won't look as good. Okay, next you're gonna have to fold this to the top. Once again, be very precise. Okay, then you're gonna fold this to the center. Okay, you can unfold that, fold this to the center as well. Okay, now what you're going to do is a squash fold, very easy squash fold. You're just going to take this flap over to the right and squash. And you can do this, you can do both of the sides simultaneously, which will be much easier. You can do this side as well, squash, and fold this to the right. And by the way, this is not an easy airplane. If you're used to making normal airplanes and not jets, this is not the airplane for you. You should have at least minimal origami knowledge. Okay, next you're going to perform a petal fold. First you're going to make the preparing creases for the petal fold. There and there. Get a nice sharp crease. So now we will do the initial part of the petal fold. We will use these pre-existing creases. You're going to fold up from these existing creases. You got to fold up like this, up, and then you can fold these two in. Wait, let me just correct mine. Up, and you got to fold these two in, and just let it slowly just fold. You can just slowly fold it up till the corner, just like that. You can fold it down once, sharply crease it. Now you can open all of this up. In fact, you're gonna keep opening up all the way until here, and fold down. And now you have all the pre-existing creases to make the base. So okay, now you have this part facing towards you, and you're gonna reverse this crease and this crease, this crease, this crease. So you're just going to fold like this, not all the way, just until here. Same thing here, just reverse that. And once again, not all the way. Do this. We're going to do the same thing over here. Wait, let me just correct mine on this side because I did not get that as perfect as it should be. Next, you're going to do this side as well. You're going to reverse these creases, just like that. By the way, the reason I'm going slow here is because you want these creases to be precise as possible. After we completed the base, it won't be as much important. Anyway, you're going to use this crease as a hinge. You're going to hold it like a mountain crease, like this, and it's going to fold along this area. So you're going to keep folding along and use these creases to just place that down right there. And don't go ahead just yet, because we're not going to squash this. In fact, we have other plans for this flap. Okay, so what you're going to do is you can keep it on one side. I'll keep it on one side while I show this to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a crease from here, right from the corner to this corner over here. So right from the end of this flap till here. Look, I'm going to do this on this side. So I'm just going to open it up. Hopefully you'll see that in the camera. Open it up, crease it until the corner, like that. And then you're going to make a crease that will go all the way till this corner. Like this. Just make sure you thoroughly crease that. Sharply crease it. Great. Now I'm just going to do the same on this side. Make sure, yeah, it goes all the way to the corner once again. Okay, do not go ahead because we still have one more step to do before flattening this down normally. Okay, so now you're going to see on camera there's a crease here and a crease here. Okay, first we need to fold on those creases. We're going to fold down on this crease like this and continue the crease. Okay, you keep it in front of you, and you might be able to see there's a crease over here. We're just going to use that to fold this up, and you're going to continue the crease here because the crease is not fully creased on this side. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do. Next, fold this down and then open it back up to its original position and fold it on this side. Fold it down here. Just make sure nothing, gets trapped in between the paper. Just a second, fixing my paper. Now you do the same thing. You have this crease, you just want to make it go all the way there. So you fold on this crease and then you sharply crease all the way till the end. Okay, now we're going to normally, crease it down. We're just going to make it flat. So you're just going to make sure that this crease lands on the middle crease. Like that. And crease. Make sure in this place the paper is not trapped. Okay, next we're going to be making the air intake of the airplane. So what you're going to do, you'll find all the two intersections of the creases. Okay, so now you have all your pre-existing creases. My paper is a bit crumbly, but don't worry about that. And before you actually make those air intakes, you're just going to fold like this on one of the creases, and you're going to see that this thing pops out. So what you're going to do, you're just going to flatten it as normal. Just do this and flatten it down normally, and it's just going to basically go all the way to the center crease, or almost to the center crease. And there, that's how you do it. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh yeah, before that you're just going to, there's a hinge over here, just going to fold it back down on that pre-existing hinge. And do the same thing here. We have this crease, we fold along, and we have the flap. We have this flap, we flatten it down. There you go. And we're going to fold this down along this pre-existing hinge. Okay, next, to make the air intakes, we're going to fold from the middle here to the point where both of these creases intersect. And then we're going to fold from here to the crease you just made, almost to the crease you just made, and then you're going to fold this place to that crease, this flap to this crease, like that, and then use this pre-existing crease to fold this one more time, and that's it. Now you're going to fold both of these simultaneously to form a rabbit ear, like this. Fold on this side and on this side, making a rabbit ear, which is basically a hole that would look just like this. And we're not going to squash it just yet, just keep it to one side or another. Okay, next I'm going to flip the aircraft, and we're going to work on this side now. So what you're going to do, you're going to fold this to the center like this. Make sure this is perfect. Fold this to the center. Try your best. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to open this, and you're going to squash fold both of them. So you open. The paper is really big here, so it might take some time to control. There you go. You'll eventually get the hang of it. Now when you have this crease, you're just going to fold this to the center. Okay, same thing to the other side now. You can fold this to here once, and then you can open it up fully and try squash folding it like that. That one went very smooth. Okay, once again, you're going to fold here to the center. This edge should land on the center. And there you go, just like this. Now you've opened back in this position, and you're just going to flip it over because right now we won't need that. Okay, now for the next step, you're going to this step is actually optional. You can do it if you like, and if you don't, you no need to do it. So it is to reinforce the nose of the plane. So what you're going to do, you're just going to slightly open this like this and fold this to this crease. So there's the middle crease and there's this crease. You're going to fold to this one, basically as far as it will go. So as far back as it will go, and that's it. Just put it back. You're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to open it up. I hope you guys can see this on camera. You're going to fold this to this crease. Hopefully you saw that on the other side when I did it. Yeah, that's it. Now just going to put it back and make everything back to how it originally was. Now what you're going to do is the initial part of the fold. You're going to you see you already have this pre-existing crease. You're just going to use your finger to just grab it and fold it inside like that. That's literally it. Very easy fold. You just take your finger and you're going to put it inside and just fold it around like this. There. Okay, next thing you have to do is you're going to be doing stuff with this. Okay, this is a bit hard, but hopefully you'll get the hang of it because it is not as hard as you think. Now, what you have to do, you see you have this flap. We're gonna be reversing it. So what you have to do is just open this. Don't worry, nothing's gonna fall apart. Just open it a bit, reverse this crease. Okay, that's it. Reverse this one, and then just use the other pre-existing creases. Use this crease to make it back to normal. Use this and everything's back to normal. Now the only thing that happened is this came to the other side, and this is what's going to form the nice color change here in the wings. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'll show you once again. So we have this crease. We're going to open everything slightly and we're going to reverse this crease like that, and then we're going to fold on this crease that you have over here, this one, like this. Make sure to sharply get that. And so that is how you can get this part of the wing. Okay, now we're going to make the fins of the plane. Now we have to do all you have to do is, take this fin and just fold it as far as it will go till this corner. Take this fin and fold it as far as it go till this corner. And crease. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fold this to this edge like this, and you're going to fold this, wait, I'll just make the fold and then I'll tell you how I did it. So you're just going to fold this so that this crease lands on itself over here, it's straight, and it's like, how do I say this, so, and it also like touches this part below it. You see, it touches this crease. Now you do the same thing on this side. You will fold this like this. Okay, just sharply crease that. And fold this up basically as far as it will go till this corner. Okay, now you're going to fold these back down like this, and you will flip this over. Actually, you don't need to flip this over. Now we are going to be reversing some creases. You're just going to open this side, and you can see these creases, right? There's this. This crease is okay. You're going to fold it exactly as it is. This one is also okay, and this is also okay. But these two you're going to have to reverse. So this we're going to fold like that, and then this mountain crease, and then you're going to fold on this valley crease like this, and then you're going to have to reverse them. So you're basically like making a set of stairs. Then you're going to fold this back, and then you're going to fold it back again. That's all you have to do. Now with this, we'll deal with that later. Let's just do this again on the other side. So we're just going to open this up once again. This, and this. The first three are in the correct orientation. This and this will have to be reversed. We're going to do that. Fold down. Make sure it goes exactly to this corner. And then you're going to reverse this crease and this one like that. It's not very difficult once you have a lot of origami knowledge. So hopefully you got past that. Okay, next all you're gonna do is, we had this pre-existing crease. So you're just gonna open this from here a little bit and fold this inside, like this. Fold this inside and put everything back to where it belongs. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing this side. You're just gonna open this from here a little bit, fold this inside, and put it back to its original orientation, like this. Okay, now we're gonna do actually my favorite part of this is fold from here to here. Okay, now I'm just gonna unfold these, and once again you're going to go, there's a place here, you're just going to reverse this. It's basically called a squash. You do this on this side, do this on this side as well, and that is in preparation of my favorite part of this whole thing. We're going to be making the cockpit and the locking system with these few folds. So now we're going to do a very big petal fold. You're going to use these pre-existing creases to fold this up, and this point should reach the point before it, like this. And then you have these pre-existing creases. You can fold this in. Okay, make sure you get the right orientation. You don't want to squash it like this. In fact, you're going to squash it another way. So you see this mountain crease over here. You're just going to try and flatten that slowly and slowly. Try flattening that so that you get another type of a squash fold, which is not the thing you are looking for. And then you squash it in this way, alright? We're not going to squash it like that, we're going to squash it in this way. Now same thing here, we just have to crease this thoroughly to the inside, to the corner, open this to the corner, and you're not going to flatten this, you're going to flatten this. So you do this, and you flatten. And one thing you should realize at this point is that these two creases meet at these two creases. These two flaps, they meet at these two creases. Okay, next we're gonna make the cockpit. Now this is it's my really favorite thing to do. Now there are different ways you can make the cockpit. Like in this, you can see the cockpit is, it's a bit like inside the thing and it's not front. And in this one, hopefully you can see, it's more towards the front. You see, it's more towards the front. So if you want it towards the front, you fold till here, okay, till here. And if you want it at the back, you fold it till here, okay, till this crease. I want it at the front, so I'm going to do it until here. Okay, then the rest of the steps are exactly the same. Now you're going to fold in a way that the crease is going to reach till this corner, and two, this edge is going to land back on itself like this. See, just like that. I'm gonna open this up, do the same thing. It's gonna, one of the crease is gonna reach this corner, and two, this edge is gonna land on top of itself. Hold on a second, I'm just gonna on the light since it's really dark. Okay, next is a really easy step actually. You're just going to, you see this flap, you're just going to pull this. That's it, that's all you have to do. And then flatten it like that. And then you're going to fold this like, swivel this to the other side, just like this. And then you're going to, again, take this flap and remove it. Okay, now we're going to be making the cockpit. This flap right here, this is going to be our cockpit. And hopefully you got this symmetrical, and the more symmetrical it is, the nicer it is. Now if you're using small paper, you probably can't get your fingers inside, so you could use a pencil like this, just reach inside and squash like that. And then what you can do is you can fold this down, and you have to do a kind of operation here. So you have these very tiny creases, you're going to fold on them. You may use tweezers or a pencil to do this, because things can get very small with small papers. You can look, is that symmetrical? Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now that is not what you have to do, because you really want to lock it in place. So what you can do is you can, honestly, if you want, you can just keep it like this and literally nothing will go wrong. But if you want it better placed, you can open this area and fold on this crease like this, and then fold this back down. Same thing. Open this. Wait, let me just make it look better. Okay, open this, fold this, and fold this back down. And then you may see you have these very tiny extra flaps over here. You're just gonna fold those back on top. Back on top of the original thing. Okay, now you're gonna fold everything back to the front. Now you're just going to be making the locking mechanism of the airplane, which is a bit hard, but if you just listen and look at everything, I'm sure it'll be easy. Now, okay, so you're gonna move this up, you're gonna fold this up. Make sure it goes exactly at the corner and it shares a common side with this flap. Same here. Okay, that was perfect. Now we're gonna do something called a spread squash. Now in preparation for the spread squash, you can fold from this edge to this line. Just a gentle crease, not even a crease, just a tap. Same thing here. There you go, just a tap. Now if you look, you will see that there is a flap here. You're just gonna open it, use your fingers to spread that, hence the name spread squash. And and if you're lucky, you can get the perfect spread squash. If it's not perfect, it's fine, it won't affect your later folds, but it is really good if you get it perfect. You just put 2 fingers inside and spread. I see I'm not getting this quite right, so I'm just going to fold this again here. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Spread. Now it's not really working for me. There you go. Okay, it's not the perfect one, but it's really good. Now if you get something like this, do not be sad, that is actually really good. And now we're going to be doing a sink fold. Now I need you all to look and listen very carefully on this. Just a second. Now, let me tell you something. 1 second. Here you go. So you have these 2 flaps, right? So you just want to make them go to the opposite side. So basically what we're doing a sink fold. And the way you're going to do that is you're actually going to look, if you look over here, how am I saying this? So there's a flap over here, there's one that contains these, and there's this, okay? And if you like slightly open that, you can see there's the flap. That's the flap that you have to reverse. So what you're gonna do is like you're gonna press that like from the other side. It might crunch a bit, but like that is okay because you can flatten it on the other side. And you see there, I'm just going to keep poking it. You see, look, it's going inside from here, and I'm just gonna try continuing to poke it and flatten. Wait, let's see, did I get that right? Yeah, see? Yeah, that's a really good thing. It's not perfect, but once again, it's really good. Now we're gonna, the resulting flap will just be this. Now I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna explain one more time very quickly. So there's the one containing the flaps, and then there's one more, which is what you'll be looking for. Okay, so here, you're just going to poke this. This side is the same pocket here, if you look. I hope you can see this on camera. So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna poke. Wait, I can't show this on camera, but you're just gonna poke it so that it comes to the other side. And then you're just going to use the creases to reverse all the creases and make everything back to normal. And that is actually a better sync fold than the one I just did. Yeah, so these are the resulting things you get. And you can always take a look to see if it's perfect or not. Look, this is the crease that I just sank. Great. Okay, now we're heading to the final steps. Actually, it's not really final, but we are really close, don't worry. Okay, so now you're gonna flip it over. You're going to fold this, this crease till this edge. More likely the crease, actually. Like this. Same thing here. Now you have a crease over here, like this. The one you just folded to. You're just gonna fold that down along itself, which will once again make these beautiful color changed flaps at the front. Now we're gonna do the same thing here. You're gonna fold this front, fold this up. There you go. It might want to open up, but like try to keep it flat on the table. Now I'm just gonna flip it up slowly so that it stays flat. Okay, next we're gonna be making this part of the flaps over here. Now we're just going to fold this up as far as it will go. Actually, not as far as it will go. You see, if you look closer, you'll see that there's a line over here. Just want to align that with itself, just like that. And there you go. And you're gonna do the same thing here. Get the paper, open up, and crease. And then you're gonna fold both of these back down, and you're gonna have one wings, should be pointing to you, and I'm going to open this flap. And actually there are two flaps inside, so make sure you get a hold of both of them. And you're going to make a crease that spans from here to this corner. You see this crease we just made? Yeah, this corner. So we try opening it up like that. Make a crease there and then make it go all the way to this corner. There. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to fold this up along itself, and you're gonna fold into thirds. Now these can be approximate and they don't have to be exact, but just make sure they land all before this crease. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. And now you may realize that there is one additional crease, and yes, you will fold on that to make this. There you go. Now this might open up, and there is a way to prevent that. There's this hinge that you open up from here, and you fold from you have to try to get this edge to this crease. It probably doesn't go fully because of the thickness, and if you do a bit, that's honestly enough to lock this area together. Okay, next you're gonna do the same thing this side. We folded this up. Now we keep, once again the wings should be pointed to us, and we're going to open this side up, and this is a bit hard because I'm a righty, not lefty. And next you're gonna get it all the way to this corner. And just flatten it in this direction. There you go. Now you're just going to fold this along its hinge, and you're going to fold this into thirds. 1, 2, 3. And there's one more additional crease that you will just fold on. Now crease hard on that, and once again there's a hinge that you're just going to open this on and fold this. Okay, we're really close to the jet fold, so Stay tuned. Now that's it. Okay, now we're going to make the afterburners. These are going to be the afterburners, and you want to basically like fold it along this, like basically what you're trying to do is land this edge on this point. Look very close. This is the point right here. This point on this point. And then there's this crease. You're just going to, you know, place it down. Same thing here. Try to get it on this point and put this pretty. Okay, now we are ready for our jet fold, but before our jet fold, we're going to fold this over and we're going to make our pre-creases. We're going to fold this flap up, and we're going to fold these, not fully, but like a bit because they're very thick. Same here. Just fold it along this crease. Next, this is optional if you want. It just makes the fold way easier. You can, you know, make the preparation crease. Wait, let me just make my cockpit. You can make the preparation crease by doing this. This is optional. You can totally do it without doing this. And you can do this side as well. Once again, fully optional. Just a second. There's a lot of paper here, so you gotta just work with it. Okay, next you're going to hold this here and you're going to use those pre-existing creases. Make sure your cockpit lies down smooth. You're going to use those existing creases to just put this all together. Oh yeah, just make sure your cockpit lies down properly, because if it doesn't, that's a huge problem. Just a second, the cockpit. Oh yeah, one additional thing you could do to the cockpit if you don't want it to keep coming. You can once again put these flaps underneath so that they don't keep coming apart. Let's just crease that really hard. Okay, great. Now we're going to do the fold. 1 second. Okay, so you're just going to do this. Make these parts together. And just going to fold these. You see how the plane's starting to take shape? And now we're just going to lie flat on our table. Don't worry about the cockpit, we can always fix that later. I'm just going to flatten this. Now you could keep this here for a long time and let it flatten. You can keep it under a chair or something, but right now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so there's our cockpit. Our cockpit has settled down finally. And to make the locking mechanism, now you see how we have these two flaps. Both of these flaps have these pockets. Okay, so you're going to move one flap into another. You're just going to like move this in another pocket. That's all we're doing. Moving this flap into this pocket. Make sure it goes fully inside so that it locks properly. There. Now that's not all you have to do. You have to put it down and you have to do something on the inside. Now look, you're going to fold all of this up. We don't need it right now. Even this. Now you have this crease, okay, and this crease. You're going to fold this one up as far as it will go. As far as it will go. This is necessary, by the way, for the locking mechanism. Otherwise, you're going to have to put tape or something. Okay, and then you're going to flip it over. And then you have this area. You're going to move this as far up as it will go. And you're going to do this up here like that and crease very hard as far as it will go. Now that's our locking mechanism. You see it's not opening. And now all you have to do is shape the aircraft. We're going to refold these. There. Now wait. First we're going to make our cockpit better. It has to look better. There. Okay. Now what you have to do is this is actually optional. You can fold these up. I just think it looks better with these, so I do this. 1 second. There you go. Okay, next for the air intake, so we had this big flap. Yours is probably like inside like that, just pull it out and use your finger or maybe a pencil to just open it. And yeah, that's your air intake. You can crease it so that it keeps a nice square shape. Look. And okay, last thing you have to do is the afterburners. So we made everything. Now the afterburners are at the back. We didn't open them yet, so you can on this side there's like a very small flap. Okay, you can use your pencil. You can put your pencil inside to open it up. Just a second, mine is not really cooperating. Okay, just push it in as far as it will go. So because that will make your cockpit look better. I mean your afterburners, they're gonna look better like that. And then just, you see you made a hole. That's how you make the hole. And then you do the same thing here. I poke this in as far as it will go. And there, those are the afterburners. Okay, so this is Frostbite. You see these both look very similar because they are literally the same aircraft. And you see this cockpit is forward, this one is more front. And yeah, that's how you make Frostbite. This is a very beautiful jet. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video to another person so they can make these beautiful jets, and leave a comment down below so I can make more aircrafts like these and put in what else I should make.